Okay, today we're going to use DeMoivre's theorem to raise a complex number to a power. Now, DeMoivre's theorem is very, very simple to use. If you raise a complex number to a power, and again the complex number should be in trigonometric form to use this, RCIS theta to the nth power. That's what z to the n means, and z is RCIS theta, right? R is going to be raised to the power of n, and the angle gets multiplied by n. This is just a continuation of the rule we learned yesterday about multiplication of complex numbers, right? If, for example, I'm doing, let's say, 2 CIS 30, let's say I'm doing to the third power. That means the same as 2 CIS 30 times 2 CIS 30 times 2 CIS 30, right? And if I'm multiplying those, I multiply all the front numbers, right? So 2 times 2 times 2 becomes 2 cubed, better known as 8. And 30 plus 30 plus 30 is the same as 3 times 30. That's where it comes from. All right? It's just a basic continuation of what we learned yesterday. So, what we're going to expect here every time, if we're going to be raising a complex number to a power, is create trigonometric form first, then raise the power based on the rule, and then convert to whatever form they want. If they want the answer in trig form, done. If they want to go back to standard form, cosine plus I sine multiplied by the coefficient, and you get the answer. So we're going to see both ways. We're going to see where the answer is left in trig form, one where it's left in standard form, one where it starts off trig form, one where it starts off standard form. Those are all the scenarios that happen. So, example 1, find 2 CIS 30 to the 5th power. So, if I'm using DeMoivre's theorem, 2 CIS 30 to the 5th power, it tells me first to do this number to this power. So 2 to the 5th power, CIS, and then I do 30 times 5 for the angle. If I go ahead and evaluate that, 2 to the 5th power is 32. 30 times 5 is 150. And that's the answer to the problem in trigonometric form. Okay, and if it asks for the answer in trigonometric form, circle it, you're done. It asks, though, for the answer to be written in standard form. So, standard form just means, and I think we've had a little confusion with a few of you, so I want to make sure you know where things are coming from. The C in CIS means cosine of the angle. So cosine of 150 degrees is negative square root of 3 over 2. IS in the CIS stands for I times sine of the angle. So sine of 150 is positive 1/2, and then the I is just part of that. So the 1/2 is the sine, and the I is just I. All right, so that's all that is. I'm doing cosine of the angle plus I times sine of the angle. That creates a real piece and an imaginary piece. And then I simply distribute the 32 through this. 32 divided by 2 is 16 times negative square root of 3 makes negative 16 times the square root of 3. 32 divided by 2 is 16 times 1i is going to be positive 16i. And just like that, we have what 2 cosine of 30, or CIS 30 to the 5th power is. Okay. And again, that's the trig answer, that's the standard answer. They're asking for standard, so I'll make sure I give the correct form answer.